Namaste, Om Namah Shivaya, Hari Om. My name is Sukadev Bretz. I'm founder and director of Yoga Vidya in Germany. I stand in the tradition of Swami Shivananda Saraswati Maharaj from Rishikesh. I started 12 years with one of his disciples, Swami Vishnadevananda, and in 1992 I founded the Yoga Vidya Association, an ashram in the Yoga Vedanta tradition within Sanatana Dharma, Hindu Dharma. Today, Yoga Vidya has 4 ashrams, many yoga centers, trains yoga teachers, meditation teachers, and Ayurveda therapists. Thousands of aspirants find their way to the ashram every year. Several million people worldwide are reached via social media of Yoga Vidya. But above all, unlike many other yoga movements today, Yoga Vidya remains true to the Hindu tradition. In the ashrams of Yoga Vidya, 250 sevakas, devotees, live in communities and follow a lifestyle that is centered on the divine from morning to night. Guests also take part in this. Let me tell you about the daily schedule at Yoga Vidya. The day begins at 5 a.m. with Homa fire ceremony, also called Havan Yajna. Various satsangs with meditation, mantra chanting and reading from the scriptures take place at 5 to 6:45 a.m. and 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. and at 8 p.m. till 9 p.m. At 8:15 there are lectures, spiritual instructions, including on holy scriptures such as Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads, Yoga Sutras. At 9:15 a.m. there are yoga classes that begin and end with Om and with mantra. At the same time, sacred texts from the scriptures are recited in Sanskrit in different rooms at 9:30 a.m. At 10 a.m. there are pujas, sacred worship rituals. The first meal is served at 11 a.m., vegetarian, without meat, fish or eggs, and according to our tradition, also without onion and garlic. In the ashram, alcohol and drugs and smoking is prohibited. Before the meals, Brahmapanam, a shloka from the Bhagavad Gita, is recited. At 12:30 p.m., Devi Arati in the Raja Rajeshwari temple is performed in worship of the Divine Mother. In the afternoon, from 2:30 onwards, workshops, lectures on Yoga Vedanta take place. At 4:15 there are meditations, guided meditations or silent meditations in the temple rooms, and there are yoga classes in various yoga halls. At 6 p.m. there's pure vegetarian dinner. At 6:20 there's Krishna Puja, worship of Krishna. From 7 till 8 p.m. there's Om Namo Narayanaya chanting for world peace. 7 p.m. recitation of the Sanskrit verses of Bhagavad Gita. 8 till 9 p.m. there is satsang, holy service. Satsangs can take place in our main hall, Shivananda Hall, or in other halls, sometimes in several halls at the same time, as we do not have enough space in one hall for all the devotees to come together. After satsang, there are lectures or kirtans performed in various halls, or separate meditations at Shivalaya. So you can see our day is filled with holy sacred rituals from Hindu Dharma. We are fully and completely absorbed in that. Not all guests take place in everything, of course, and not all sevakas, our community devotees, take part in everything. But there is spiritual fervor, and there is an atmosphere completely immersed in spirituality. In addition to the daily practices, we have annual festivals. We celebrate every year quite a number of festivals according to the Hindu lunar calendars. And there are different ceremonies, special programs for each festivals. There are common characteristics. We have special satsangs, we have special lectures, kirtans, we have pujas for the deity worshipped during these special festivals. And we have Akhanda Kirtan, meaning continuous singing, typically from 9 a.m. till 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. One of the biggest festivals, maybe the biggest festival, is Shivaratri, the holy night of God Shiva in February, March. We celebrate it with 3 pujas during the whole night, or late afternoon 4 pujas. We have non-stop chanting, we have kirtans. We fast during the day before Shivaratri. Next festival is Ram Navami, appearance day of Lord Rama in March, April. Afterwards comes Hanuman Jayanti, the birthday of God Hanuman, with 12 hours of Hanuman Chalisa chanting and puja. We also celebrate Shankaracharya Jayanti, the birthday of Master Shankaracharya, usually in April, May, the Adi Guru of our tradition. We celebrate Guru Purnima, the full moon day of the Guru. Our Guru is Swami Shivananda. Of course, many gurus, so we recite also the Guru Parampara. Guru Purnima usually is in July. 14th of July, we celebrate Shivananda Mahasamadhi Day, the day when Swami Shivananda left his physical body, entered into Mahasamadhi, continues to send blessings to us and through us. It's a day of veneration of Swami Shivananda on the occasion of his transition to a higher plane. We celebrate Krishna Jayanti, also called Janmashtami, the appearance of God Krishna in August-September. Ganesha Chaturthi is very important to us. We have Ganesha temple room, and we also are just opening a Ganesha Mandapa, which is constructed according to Vastu temple building rules. Ganesha Chaturthi is usually in September. The longest of our festivals that we celebrate is Navaratri Durga Puja. 9 days of devotion to the Divine Mother. We recite the whole Devi Mahatmyam and we perform puja to the Divine Mother every day, and we have many hours of chanting every day. The Navaratri concludes with Vijayadashami, the day of victory over the dark forces. And of course, we celebrate Diwali, the festival of lights, return of the god Rama to Ayodhya. We have some smaller festivals like Bhagavad Gita Jayanti, Dattatreya Jayanti, Akshaya Tritiya, and a few others. So the year is filled with special celebrations. And the year finishes with Vishwanath Mandir anniversary, with New Year's Puja. It celebrates the anniversary of the consecration of the Vishwanath Mandir in the Shivananda Ashram Rishikesh on the 31st of December. Here, a small house tour. Yoga Vidya Ashram is situated in Bad Meinberg. It's a small town near Hanover in the northern part of Germany. The ashram has several big building complexes, 3 main building complexes. It has enough space for 250 permanent devotees, sevakas, and up to 1,000 guests. Sometimes we have festivals where up to 2,000 or 3,000 people are present. We have tenting space, and so in this way, many people can come and feel the spiritual atmosphere being inundated, flooded with divine vibrations. There are 3 building complexes. We call them Chakra Pyramid, Mahameru, the great building in the middle, and House Shanti, the biggest part of the ashram. When you come from outside, first you will see the meditating Shiva who sits in front of registration. When you enter into the registration, Ganesha greets you. We have Ganesha Murtis at all the big entrances. Near the registration desk, there is the Ananda room. There we sometimes have satsang services with chanting, meditation, arati. There's also a silent garden between the different buildings of House Shanti. In House Shanti, there's also Gita Vidya Bhavan, the temple room for worship of Bhagavad Gita, the holy scripture of the Hindus, is a cooperation between Sri Gopi Prasad and Yoga Vidya. Gopi Prasad is also the initiator of Gita Vidya. He visits our ashram quite frequently and teaches Bhagavad Gita. We have the Yantra gallery in House Shanti, where the sacred symbols of the Mahavidya goddesses are displayed. We have a wonderful Nataraja, the dancing Shiva, in House Shanti. The biggest hall at Yoga Vidya is the Tripura Hall, where up to 1,000 people can chant at the same time, or 200 can sit or can perform yoga asanas. There is the main altar of the goddess Tripura Sundari in the Tripura Hall. We also have yoga teachers training course there. Adjustments can also be made to the students in front of the altar. We have meditation in the Tripura Raum, yoga classes, and we also have altar services and puja in the Shanti Devi room, also in House Shanti. In the top floor of House Shanti, there's the Shivalaya Retreat Center, a whole floor of silence where you can meditate in silence, and there are pujas, recitations, and much more. There is a study room. And then we come to the next building, Mahamero, the center wing of the whole campus. In between the two building complexes, you have Surya platform. On Surya platform, we have big murtis, big pictures or deities of Shiva, Ganesha, and Krishna. Outside of the Mahamero, we have big images of God Krishna, Goddess Radha, of Shiva. It's the biggest murals in continental Europe of Hindu gods. We also have murtis in the gardens like Ganesha, the elephant god. In Mahamero, there's the big kitchen, and there's also Annapurna. She's quite big, bigger than a human being. We have different dining areas, and there are different Hindu gods are displayed. For example, Krishna, or we have Shankaracharya, big Murti, Swami Shivananda, our Sadguru. We have in the top of Mahamero Raja Rajeshwara temple room, as well as Vishwanath temple room with a big Shivalingam, Spatika Linga. Then we can continue to the chakra pyramid. The chakra pyramid is named after the 7 chakras, the centers of spiritual energy. We also have Vasishta room dedicated to the worship of God Shiva. We have Kali room, small room, where we have some ardent devotee of Kali who does puja. And our main hall is the Shivananda Hall, Satsang Hall, where in the morning and evening big satsangs are taking place, where the whole community comes together. We have pujas regularly in Shivananda Hall. We have chanting in Saraswati Hall. We have a Krishna room where every evening Krishna is worshipped. We have a Lakshmi room dedicated to the goddess Lakshmi. Muladhara room, also called Sri Yoga Ganapati Mandir, which is dedicated to the god Ganesha, the elephant god. In the Nada Brahma room, there is a big altar with goddess Saraswati and images of Shankaracharya, Swami Shivananda. Outside the ashram, there's the Silvaticum Country Park. It's also used for yoga classes, rituals, and meditation. The ashram is filled with pictures of gods and goddesses. We do arati not only in the main halls, but also in the office rooms. Everything, the whole ashram basically, is a big temple. And even, of course, some have to take care of cooking, housekeeping, registration, web pages, making videos, and so on. Everywhere there's spirituality. Everywhere there are mantras. Everywhere there's divine grace. Hari Om Tat Sat. Summary: Yoga Vidya is one of the big spiritual organizations in Germany. It's one of the big organizations of Sanatana Dharma. The ashram is filled with spiritual vibration. Hindu gods are worshipped. Yoga Vedanta is taught. The sacred scriptures like Bhagavad Gita, Upanishads are studied. Sanskrit is studied. Scriptures are recited. Kirtan is performed, pujas, homas are performed. Hari Om Tat Sat.